All right. Thanks everyone once again. Yes, the recording will be shared on the WhatsApp group and also it will be available on our YouTube channel by tomorrow. So you can just, if you're not on the group, on the WhatsApp group, you can just go on the YouTube channel, just search for Learn with Pride, then you'll be able to see it. All right. Thanks everyone for taking your time to join. Happy New Year to everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you are joining from. A quick introduction from myself. I have a few slides to show you. I'm going to call on one of the ex-students, just to give their to give feedback or their experience on the journey. Then I call on the facilitator to, you know, shed more light into the role of a Scrum Master. Then finally, we can take question and answer, and I'll call maybe one other student if we have the time as well. So once again, my name is Akin Oladeji, and I'm the founder of Learn with Pride. Learn with Pride is an IT training organization based in the UK that helps anyone, regardless of your background, that wants to transition from non-IT or non-technical background into the IT space. So we run different trainings, like 8 different practical trainings, ranging from Scrum Master, Product Owner, Project Management, Product Management, DevOps Engineer, Data Analysis, Web Development, Software Testing, just to mention a few. But we run like 8 different ones. If you want to know more about other courses that we run, you can visit our website at www.learnwithpride.co.uk. You get all the information. You can even download the course outline as well from the website. All right. So uh, about the company, Learn with Pride has been going strong for over 4 years now, and over that 4 years, over 20,000 students has passed through this academy. We've helped over 20,000 students. I'm going to be showing the stats as we go on as well. All right, so why Scrum Master? We are all here today because one way or the other, you have an interest to become a Scrum Master or Product Owner, and you like to know more about it. But in general, why the rush to IT? I think this happens after COVID. People, started all this transition into IT. Why? Because they realized that, you know, it's only IT, that can give you that family balance that most people are looking for. It is in IT that you can get the flexibility that you are looking for. It is in IT that you can get that good money, value for money, and all of that you are looking for. And as a human being, these are all the things that we want. You know, small money, big job, small job, small work, big money. That is all what we want. We don't want where we are going to, be doing the hard work and be getting chicken change. We don't want that. So that's why many people are now looking, like IT is a new crude oil. Why many people are looking to transition to become, either Scrum Master, business analyst, and all of that. And also another good thing is, regardless of your country, again, this became very common after COVID, regardless of your country that you are, whether Nigeria, Ghana, Zimbabwe, as long as you have that knowledge, as long as you know how to hit the ground running, you can secure a remote job regardless of your country. You can live in Nigeria and secure a remote job in Malta. You can live in Zimbabwe and secure a remote job in maybe Canada. You know, it gives that opportunity, and many people wants to leverage on that, or many people are actually leveraging on that at the moment. So why not you? Why not me? The opportunities are out there and people are cashing. They are cashing out, in just because they transition. So today we'll be diving deep for you to know the benefits that is attached to becoming a Scrum Master. And the facilitator will be telling you more when it gets to his turn about how you can achieve that as well, and how, as a company, we can help you on the journey to achieve that as well. But quickly, I have a slide to go through. I'm going to skip some. I'll go to the most important ones, and I can call my first guest to talk as well. So why Scrum Master is one of the highly paid out there. That is why you see some people, they are doing 2 jobs, 3 jobs at the same time. The jobs are out there. There's not enough people to pick it up. Remember, you are not only looking at one location of getting a job when it comes to IT now. Even if you are in the UK, you are not only concentrating on the UK market to get job. You can spread your wings and fly. You can be living in the UK and be looking outside the UK, maybe Canada, US, and getting a job. You might live in Canada, you can look outside Canada and get a job. You might be living in Nigeria, you can look outside Nigeria to get a job. So you are not restricting yourself to, I'm in UK, blah, blah, blah. You can look elsewhere. As long, even Dubai, Asia, as long as the job is remote, why can't you do it? You have your laptop, you have your Wi-Fi. What is the excuse? You have the knowledge, you have the know-how. What is the excuse of not picking up the job, So that is the reason it's one of the highly paid out there as well. So using UK as our benchmark now, when you're considering the role, permanent role in the UK, average salary, you'll be looking around 56, 55, 60,000, right? If you're looking to go for contracting, you'll be looking around £400 a day. If you get £400 a day, that is like £8,000 a month. Why won't you live a good life? When you are getting that money, you are now, you are not one of those people that before they fill up their tank, they are looking at, oh, how much is per liter of petrol? You are no longer in that category. Those little things you overlook because that is the stage we want to get to. Trust me or not, I still know many people that when they go to the filling station, the first thing they are looking at is how much is a per liter. Even in the UK, I'm not even talking about Africa now, they are looking at how much is per liter before they buy. Oh, this also petrol station is selling it cheaper. I don't want to say it, but you don't want to be in that category, trust me. If you are getting 350, £400, that is £8,000 a month. Even if the contract is only for 3 months, 8,000 times 3, majority is not even getting that per annum. And the thing with contract is they will always renew your contract. I know some people who have been on the same job contracting for the last 3 years, getting 400, £500 a day for the last 3 years. So it's not all the people, young guys that you see out there on the streets riding good cars, living good, that are fraudulent or Yahoo guys. Some of them are actually doing good job that is fetching them good money, So that is the reason why you need to tap into that space now. Make A when the sun is still shining. Also, I said this earlier on as well, you can work remotely from any part of the world. Live in Ghana, work for a company in Australia, live in Australia, work for a company in Malta, like that. Remote is a remote working. Your location doesn't matter now. What matters most is your skill, your knowledge, your know-how, and how to get the job. And it's in high demand. It's in high demand because you are not restricted to your environment to get that job. You are not restricted to your location to get that job. Go on Google and look for how many companies in the world are looking for a Scrum Master or product owner. As long as it's a remote job, you can pick it up, you can take it. So there's no excuse there. It's in high demand, right? All right. So if you are to come on the journey, I don't want to waste too much of your time. Let's look at the roadmap if you come on the journey with us. So the program is for 3 months, or 3 months, 2 weeks, so to say. That is the duration of the program. Uh, the first 4 weeks will concentrate on the practical training. That is everything you need to know as a Scrum Master, the key things you need to know as a Scrum Master. It will expose you to tools, methodology, framework, role play, all of that. The first 4 weeks will expose you to that. And after that, you'll be put on a project, on a live project for another 2 months. When I say live, it's a real project, that consists of, a full Scrum team. Your developer will be there, your Scrum Master, product owner, business analyst, tester, and all of you guys are working together to deliver a solution for the client. That is what you need. It will expose you to something entirely different, how to manage conflict among the team, how to ensure that you guys in your team meet your sprint goals, your sprint objectives. It will expose you to that because you'll be the one doing. This is not a role play now. This is you acting as a Scrum Master. The only thing is we are not paying you for that service. But the same thing that you are going to get when you are getting your £500 a day is what you are going to do. It's what you are going to be doing with us as well. All right. So that is that about the project. Then come the next important thing on the list as well. So you've done the training, you've gone through the project. You can call yourself that, you know what? I'm actually a Scrum Master now. I know what it entails to be a Scrum Master. But the thing is, I'm not getting calls. I'm not getting interviews. Why am I not getting interviews? Is because you are not visible in the market. When you are not visible, recruiters will not see you. Employers will not see you. When they don't see you, there's no way they can call you. That is why it is very, 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 very important for you to optimize your brand. And what is that, your brand? Your CV, your LinkedIn. Those are the things that will give you visibility, especially for those that want to start applying for international roles. You need to revamp your CV to international standards. LinkedIn as well has become one of the popular places, most common or most popular now that recruiters now go to add on. You want to be in that space as well. You want to leverage on every platform that can give you the visibility, So when this stage is done right, the first stage, the second stage, and the third stage, then you can start applying for jobs. Then recruiters will be reaching out to you to say, you know what, we saw your profile on LinkedIn. Are you still in the market? Are you open to take on another Scrum Master role? Do you want to change job? At the same time, you are applying manually as well. And not only applying manually, you are making your CV searchable on all job websites, on all job sites as well, because not all jobs are posted online. Some are not. Recruiters just want to come on that website to look for the right candidate and give them a call afterwards. If your CV is not searchable, there is no way they can see you. That is why it is important and these are some of the things that we are going to be showing you on the journey as well. Then when you start getting the course, definitely they will start putting you forward for interviews. And this is another stage that we assist with as well, interview preparation. Coming on a journey with us, or the moment you enroll on the journey with us, you've become a family. Even after the 3 months, you are still part of us, but because what we are trying to build is a community. At the end of the day, when you secure this job and you are stuck at work, who do you go to? Maybe your facilitator is busy not responding back to you. Who do you go to? That is why we have the community that you can leverage on for this thing. Why on this point, let me quickly say the benefits that is attached to you enrolling with Learn with Pride. Number one, you get the practical training. Number two, you get to work on a live project. So you see how things are done in the real world. This is not a role play now. You do role play maybe when you are doing your practical training. But the moment you are grouped for a project, work has started for you. So you get the practical training, you get to work on a live project, you get the mentorship, you get the support, you get interview preparation, which we are talking about right now. And also all our courses are CPD accredited, meaning they meet the professional standard. And the certificate that you get at the end of the program is recognized in over 60 countries. So leaving our course, you'll be getting two different certificates, the one coming from CPD and the Learn with Pride certificate as well. And finally, we give you a work reference for the duration that you are with us. You even have the opportunity after you are done with your own set to come back and mentor some of the new students. By so doing, you are empowering, you are equipping yourself even further. That is a platform that we give you. And that is to no cost for you to do that. Right. So those are the benefits that is attached to you enrolling with Learn with Pride. But quickly, let me go through the start of the company. I'm going to rush it now. As I said earlier on, since 2020 till date, over 20,000 people has enrolled. This is for last year, the enrollment rate last year, and we have more than these courses now, so it has to be updated. And in general, from inception till date, 85% of our students are currently working. 50% in the public sector, 35% in the private sector, and we have 15% that are still job ready, still searching for job, you know. So quickly, again, I have some job that I got from online. You can see this one, product owner. And one thing is, any of our courses, we make it like a double combo. The reason for this is you are not restricting yourself to just a Scrum Master role. You can apply for product owner role as well. The most important is for you to get your feet at the door, whether as a Scrum Master or product owner. All these people work together. Even if you get in as a product owner, by the time you do 6 months, you already know in and out the rules of a Scrum Master in that organization, and you can start applying for that as well. But the most important is one way or the other for you to get your feet at the door. The second one is paying between 60 and 75,000, also a product owner role as well. This one is a Scrum Master role, paying 75,000. The other one is paying between 50 and 60,000. Don't say, how possible is this for me to embark on a 3.5 month or 4 month journey, and at the end of the day, I will be getting this? Yes, the likelihood is really, really high. And I'm talking from experience as well. As I said, my background as well is an accounting. I transitioned to become a software automation engineer from non-technical to very technical. So it is achievable, it is possible, but with hard work. Excuse will not cut it. 2 days lecture, you need to go above and beyond what has been taught in class. If your trainings are 2 days a week, you cannot restrict your learning to just 2 days a week. Your learning has to be an everyday thing for the duration of the program. Because at the end of the program, you want to be able to compete with those who have been doing it in the industry for the last 2-3 years. Yes, you can compete with them, but the level you compete with them at will determine your level of commitment would determine that as well. If you bury yourself into the process, go above and beyond, you are not taking the back seat even when you start the project, then you can be rest assured. Because one thing is certain, the moment you enroll with us, you are signing, it's like you are going into an agreement, a partnership agreement with Learn with Pride. How do I mean? A 50-50 partnership agreement. We are going to do our own 50% by exposing you to what you need to know, equipping you with the right skills or the right knowledge, giving you the platform to excel. On the other hand, you have to do your 50 as well, going above and beyond what has been covered in class, not taking the back seat at the interview, dedicating your time every single day, into the process. If we can both achieve 100% at the end of your program, then you stand a very good chance of securing one of these roles out there, you know. All right. Quickly, let's go to the price. So the program is for 3 months, 2 weeks. So to say, the price for that 3 months program, including the project, everything is $7.99. That is the price. But there's a big but. There's a 40% discount on it for those that wants to pay twice. So if you want to pay twice, you can start with half payment and the other half will be due within 4 to 5 weeks. You can get it for £479. That's 40% discount. But for those that want to get, because this is a new year, for those that want to take advantage of a further discount, if you are paying once, right, you can get further discount if you are paying once, and you'll be getting it if you are paying once for £350. That is if you are paying once. But if you are paying twice, you'll be getting it for £479. All right, so that is the price. We only have, so the next call will be starting on the 28th of this month. For the call that will be starting on the 28th of this month, as it stands now, we have 11 slots for that call that will be starting on the 28th of this month. If you want to enroll, if you want to take advantage of the discounts going on at the moment, if you want to rewrite the story in 2024, the best number to contact will be the one on your screen. You can message me on WhatsApp on the number on your screen for enrollment, for any questions you want to ask me after this program, for anything relating to Scrum Master, the number on your screen will be the best one to contact me on. Right. So that is it from me for now. You can take a screenshot of that number or save it on your phone. As I said, that'll be the best number to get me on for any enrollment questions. But for now, I'm going to be pausing. And firstly, before I go to the facilitator, I'm going to invite someone who has gone through the process as well to share his experience, how the journey was, and the feedback, what you can see regarding the training and the project as well. So without further ado, Theo, you can unmute yourself, and if you want us to see your face as well, we can see your face. You can let us see your face. So over to you, Theo.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, Theo.
Hi, Mr. Yemi here. Hi, my name is Theo. I'm from the UK. I did my Scrum Master and Product Owner course with Learn with Pride. And I come from the health and social care background, so I was transitioning. And I received a call from a friend of mine after Mr. Yemi did the presentation just like this. And a friend of mine told me that the video was online, I should view it. Immediately, I viewed the video. What Learn with Pride was actually providing really, really attracted me. I enrolled in the course. The theory course went as smoothly as it went. And I also had a good network as well of friends that we were able to form our study group. And Learn with Pride also took us all the step of the way. We had a tutor that every time we have any difficulties, no matter what time of the evening or what time of the morning, you call your tutor was there to help you out in every area. Now, what Learn with Pride did provide, I didn't see that in any other academy that I've attended in my entire life. I've been in the health and social care industry, running a couple of homes in London and Essex area. My career had been at its highest peak. However, I needed something to transition. And I said, oh, IT. Everyone kept talking about IT, IT. When I had listened to Mr. Yemi's presentation about the Scrum Master course, that really attracted me, and I knew that that's the path I wanted to take. Now, when we started the practical part, Mr. Yemi made a statement to us that, look, I'm going to train you guys to get your hands dirty. Getting your hands dirty means that these are all things that you will find when you're getting into the real job. Saying that, we really got our hands dirty. We're in a group where we had a Scrum Master, BA, developer, tester, and that also gives you an idea of what a BA does, what a developer does, what a tester does. So you pay less and you gain every the knowledge in every angle in the IT industry. So you're not losing one bit. Even while we're studying, we started, applying for jobs. And just by applying for jobs, you go for interview, you've gotten your hands dirty. So you already know all you know, the terminologies, all the right words to use when you go for an interview. And it's like, as Mr. Yemi said, it's a big but very happy family. And you always have someone to help you. When we're doing the project, you said, oh, someone from Learn with Pride, or we are finding difficulties in this area, in Jira or whatever, they will immediately allocate someone to come to the group to assist you guys. For the little amount, I look at it that, Learn with Pride charge next to nothing from what they're offering. So it's literally helping everyone to get to that 60,000 and above, salary, which, I'm very proud of it. And I'll always say thank you to Learn with Pride for what I've had and the route that I'm taking. Thanks a lot, Mr. Yemi. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thanks, Akin. Really appreciate. All right. So for now, I'm going to be calling on the facilitator, Yemi, to shed more light into the journey of a Scrum Master, what it entails, who can embark on such journey, So Yemi, over to you. Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much, Akin. Good evening, everyone. Nice to hear from you, Theo. Can you guys confirm that you can hear me? Anyone?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Thanks a lot again.
Great. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen now, and we can just jump right into it. Okay. I want to believe my screen is about up now. All right, guys. Good
Yes.
evening. Good evening. Hello, hello. Well, welcome. Glad to have you here, and I'm always excited to do this again. Uh, we're glad to have you, and it's a good thing that let me use the word sign up, yeah, to be part of this overview session to get an idea of what this course is going to be about and what you're going to be getting, if it's worth it or not. All right, so let me just go to the next slide. So where's the trainer? My name is Yemi Udubote. A Safe Six Advanced Scrum Master, product manager, manager coach. I'm a strategy business consultant, and I've been fortunate to work, you know, many. I don't want to use the word many, but at least I've been able to put like four here in the different sector, in the airline, the fintech, the bank, consulting. Doing the old product, software development, Scrum, Agile, and everything related in between. Um, I love to give, I love to share knowledge, I love to teach, I love to help people because where I am today, someone also helped me, and I've always figured out that, you know what, I have to find a way to bring a lot of people into this space and they can benefit from that. I know a lot of people on this call are planning to transition. Maybe you're currently doing a job you're tired of, you want to get into something else, or you are in that environment, you feel you don't even know enough, or maybe you just some might have had a certificate but they don't even know what's going on in that field. When you go for a 2 day training and you think you're a scrum master, that's a lie. Even if you go for 2 days and get to pass the exam, but if you don't have that practical knowledge, it's still a lie. That's the truth. All right. So my journey also, I had to transition. For me, in my case, I was actually bored at my job then because I wasn't getting enough pay, number one. I wasn't enjoying the process. I'm a change agent. And getting to know about Agile Scrum gave me the avenue to know what I would like to go into this field. So I was fortunate. Actually we were two young people. Then in those days, in transitioning, we really have older people, people that they're senior managers, people that are like maybe life coach, wanted to go into agile space. So organizations were sending people to go for the training. So I was one of the fortunate young people, quote unquote, to be part of uh, that training. And then since then, it's been great. It's been amazing. So you can look me up on LinkedIn so that you will know I'm not AI. Or so my name is Jamie Odumoto on LinkedIn. You can look me up and see a bit of my journey and how it goes and things like that. All right. So let me just get right into it while we're here. Um, while this is not a training, it's to give us a context of who a Scrum Master is, what you would be expecting in this course when you get to register, and a lot of benefits to get, and to know that it does not matter your age, where you are, where you're coming from. It is just the role of being tech is not age dependent because you can be in Africa and you're working in the UK or any part of the world and nobody really care your age or how you look like. So far you can deliver and you know what you need to do. So if anybody is considering the age, take that out, right? Or if you think you're too young or you're still starting your NYC, or maybe you think take that out as well. All right. So what is a Scrum Master? A lot of people still don't know what it means. So Scrum in itself is like a framework, a framework that can help and guide a team to develop software efficiently and effectively. In those days of building software was really hectic, tiring, a lot of issues, delay, customers are not eventually happy with what developers or organizations were building or were doing. Then some set of people came up with the old agile framework that, you know what, let's figure out a way to make all these things to be faster and better. And personally, for me, I'm thankful to them because they've given people like us job opportunities, Scrum Master, agile coaches and the likes, even product owner, being a product owner. So before now, those job roles were not available. So thankfully, we have that now. All right. Uh, so who is a Scrum Master? You can look at this from the angle of the role, responsibilities, and stances. So the role, you're a process facilitator. Process facilitator in a sense that when you want to redefine how a process works or how you to bring about changes or how to even facilitate proper meetings. For some of you that are working, those meetings that take 4 hours, 5 hours, and at the end of the day is meaningless, no action points, no direction, no sense. That is one of those problems they had in the past. And that's one of the things the Scrum Master has come to even rectify. Let me use that word rectify or to smoothen. So help build self-organizing team. Or maybe you work in an organization that you see there's so much chaos. The team, there's no teamwork, people are just here and there, they're not self-organizing, or maybe you're the one doing everything for them. The Scrum Master come in and help to teach the team, build the team on how to be self-organizing. Talk about remove impediments or escalate issues where needed. You see these roles, they talk about the issues that were faced in the past and how a Scrum Master has come to help to make it better because they are more of people development and leadership. And to even deal with people is very difficult. That is why the Scrum Master role is very, very, very important. And that is why they even pay more for it. Because you're going to be dealing with people, you're going to be dealing with process, you're going to be dealing with the organization as a whole, right? So those issues, those blockers that are holding them back, you will help them to identify and figure out how to facilitate the removal of that impediment. So process can go faster, software development can move faster, and things like that. Another thing I need to let you know, it is not just in software that you can apply this Scrum framework. You can even apply it in your life, in everything you do in your current job. You just eventually you will see for those that will join us and benefit from all the goodies here. And it says empower the team through servant leadership. So servant leadership, it means you are going to um, teach people the understanding of humility, how to lead as an example, which is the core function or the highest quality of a leader, leading by example, which is servant leadership. But that does not mean slavery, okay? It's not a job where they'll tell you, go and bring a cup of coffee. It's not a job they tell you you're not a secretary. You're not, so it's not that type of job. You're not a secretary. You're not even project manager. Some people think a Scrum Master is a project manager, but you are going to help them define how to manage projects effectively using the Scrum framework. That is why they call you the Scrum Master, because you master the framework and you're going to help the team in that regards. So protect the team from disturbances. Those are one of those things. Those are the rules. Let's look at the responsibilities. So here they've been able to categorize the responsibility into three aspects: to the product owner, to the development team, and to the organization. Can I confirm that you guys can still hear me? So I won't
Yes,
just be
yes, yes,
speaking English. All right,
yes.
great,
Yes,
great, great,
yes.
great, great, great. So product owner, one thing I love about these course or these let me call it course is that it's a combination of two things, a Scrum Master and a product owner. So you can comfortably be a Scrum Master, you can comfortably be a product owner, and even be a business analyst because for some reason those roles are interwoven. Okay. So you will work with the product owner on monitoring and supporting in his or her responsibilities, right? You're also going to be working with the developers. So these developers, those that build the software, maybe the back-end developer, front-end developer, or the tester. You're going to be teaching them how to use the Scrum framework to build software better and faster, teaching them self-organization, facilitating teamwork, removing impediments, and things like that. Don't let the lingua confuse you, right? I am sure by the time we get on this journey together, you will totally understand it. Just as what Theo said, I'm sure when Theo started, everything sort of sounded a little bit weird, but eventually, it will make sense, and you just like, oh, this is what they mean here, and things like that. And also to the organization. So it's a different case where they hire you as a Scrum Master, and you're just dealing with it at a team level. You are going to be needed in all the organization because you're going to be involved in the promoting the Scrum framework, reviewing processes. That is why you can also be a business analyst because a business analyst will analyze the business role, business function, how better the business can grow. And this involve changing some things in terms of process, how people work, and things like that. All right. So there's also the Scrum stances. Scrum stances is more of a position you take as a Scrum Master. So it's more like saying someone has multi-personality, but all multi-personality, but under one umbrella as a Scrum Master. So you talk about servant leader. I've talked about that one. Then you be a coach. That's why you can say a Scrum Master can comfortably call himself an agile coach because you understand the framework. You're going to be speaking with the team on how to understand the framework. And you're going to be a facilitator, just as also explained earlier, facilitating meeting, facilitating a removal of issues, impediments, facilitating the change of processes. You're still going to be a teacher because you're going to be teaching the framework. And that is why your role is very important. Currently, where I work, even though I'm not the HR, I get to be involved in almost every interviews because I get to ask them questions around how agile is their mindset. Do they understand the framework? Because you're going to be coming into an environment where agile is being implemented. So I get to see their understanding of agile, how have they worked in an environment before? Do they understand leadership, collaboration, teamwork? And I get to score them as part of the interview. It does not matter if you're coming as a back end or a front end. So by virtue of what I do, it has even given me the opportunity to even work with the HR team. Okay. And you can be a mentor because they're going to come to you. Where I currently work, some of them, most of them, they tell me, they'll say, yeah, you know what, you're the only one that actually listens to us in this organization. Like I said, because of my role as requires me to be a mentor, to be a coach, with having that enough empathy and emotional intelligence, it has allowed me to even perform in our role. So being a Scrum Master, you're doing many things and you're so needed because those things organizations ignored in the past that cannot let people succeed, they have allowed the Scrum Master to take on that position to deal with it. So impediment is like a blocker, an issue, something that is not letting the team to progress. It might be the process, it might be the resource, it might be the people. So as a Scrum Master, you help to identify these things. Or you also train them to let them speak up when they have these issues. Change agents, which is one of my favorite. You know, if you're someone that you're not, I don't want to say Nigeria or Africa or whatever, but maybe you're someone that just feel like things need to change where you work, your environment. This role requires that if you're someone that does not even like you don't like change, then it's a problem. Because how do you want to move to the next level? You must love change. So being a change agent is one of the core stances as a Scrum Master. Even speaking about it, I know some of you are finding this interesting because yeah, it is actually interesting. All right, so let's quickly move forward. So let's talk about, who is a product owner? Like I mentioned earlier, as a Scrum Master, one of you responsible to the product owner because the product owner will be doing some things in terms of the development of the product. And you need to do like, should I say review? Let me use review. Review some of these things so that they can meet the accepted criteria for for software development. Now, product owner, if you look at this picture or this diagram, it says the product owner is more like in between the Scrum team, internal stakeholder, customers, and user. So aside from being a Scrum Master, there's something called the Scrum team. In a Scrum team, you have the Scrum Master, the development team, and the product owner. And the product owner is also in that more like a Venn diagram involving the internal stakeholder customer because product owner, you're going to be speaking with internal stakeholder customers and bringing information to the development team, but you're going to be speaking closely to the Scrum Master. That is why this course is fantastic. We're going to learn what a product owner does and what a Scrum Master does. It is very rare that you see a job post showing I want a product owner slash Scrum Master. They're usually separated. So you can comfortably either be a product owner or be a Scrum Master. So what due to by virtue of what I do, my experience, it has allowed me to comfortably speak with product team, SVPs based on products that we built before or I have built before or myself involved in because of not because of the experience. Sometimes you just need to be exposed. By the time we start, you get what I mean. All right. Great. So that's just the preamble where product owner is. You're going to be speaking with the customer, gathering the requirements, going to the team, and let's say, oh, guys, this is the requirement based on what the customer wants. How are we going to build it? What timeline are we going to give? How can we measure it? Then you start dishing them out in bits, called something called iteration. Unlike before, where you want to go and build everything all at once without having a roadmap or like a way for continuous improvement. Okay. That's also another interesting part. Moving forward, so what's the relationship with a product owner and a Scrum Master? I'm sure some of you might be thinking, what is that? What is that about? Okay, so product owner, they've done the breakdown to vision, product, and collaboration. So the vision is just that you as an individual, what vision do you have for yourself in 2024? I want to say 2014. In 2024, or maybe you have a business idea and that is a vision. You want to start a business, you have a vision for it. If you have a vision for it, how do you want to communicate your vision, your strategy? What's your value proposition? What's your goal? Have you done your need analysis? Okay, what is the breakdown of how you want to build a product? How are you going to maintain the product backlog? What direction? How do you want to prioritize? Those are the things you're going to learn uh, while we start this course. Collaboration, how do you want to collaborate? Who do you collaborate with? How do you manage your stakeholders? How do you get yourself involved with the development team? Because in real life, it can be chaotic if the relationship with a Scrum Master and a product owner is not smooth. Just as mentioned in the previous slide, that the Scrum Master is responsible for the product owner, the organization, and the team, development team, just as we said here. So if you look at the Scrum Master bits, there's organization. You are involved in a whole lot. If you look at the product owner, you are involved a lot in the customer. So everything is moving together. So both roles, you know, they are packing a lot of pay. Okay, let's move forward. So what is it going to entail? What is it going to be involved in everything do? So as usual, you're going to start with the history of Agile, right? I always tell my mentees, yes, I don't want to say trainees, they've gone to mentees, and some have even turned to mentors now. From the beginning of the class till the end, every bit is important. It's not like, oh, history, what's my own with history? Everything about Agile, everything about, they are all connected. So it's not like number two, no, let me wait for number three. Oh, number three is just simple because it has to do with your mindset, your skill sets, your thought pattern, your growth mindset. So all of these things makes the job very, very lucrative, very important, right? And very, very, very key to the organization. So introduction to Scrum. So we talk about roles and organization in Scrum, talk about the Scrum events, uh, product documentation, product prioritization, how to write a professional user story using events criteria. Then you learn the tools, Jira, Confluence, Miro, you learn the tools. So before I go to thank you, uh, so the topics are going to be 13, just as I've shown you guys, and the subtopics about 53. That's quite a lot, right? So we've been able to do the breakdown to talk about what you actually need to survive, to learn anywhere. You can be questioned anywhere. And the sessions are going to be 8 sessions. We're going to do interview questions. We're going to do a lot that can prepare you. Do you know sometimes I just randomly um, apply for some jobs, just to um, get a feel of, are there any latest interview questions that I can, learn or grab so that I can help my mentees or anyone around. But literally, I've seen that nothing has actually changed. It's still more of the same thought pattern, the same question, and it's been great. So if you're going to be joining us, which I am looking forward to, it's going to be a smooth journey. It's going to be great. We've had a lot of people that have graduated from the course and they are doing exceedingly well, and they know their onions, they've grown, they are fantastic. Scrum is a great course because you don't need to know how to write a single line of code. You don't need to, like, no one will ever ask you to write a code. No one will ever ask you to do what a developer does. All you just have to do is listen to what they're saying, and if at any point they are digressing from what the framework is talking about, then you guide them. And at the end of the day, you receive your salary. But because it's all about people development and leadership, it can be a bit challenging. If you lack empathy, emotional intelligence, if you don't know what collaboration is about, if you don't know what it takes to have teamwork, if you don't have a growth mindset, all of those things, right? I would like to say more and more and more, but it's been great having this session with everyone on the call, and I will say thank you. Over to you, okay.
Thank you so much, Remy. Really appreciate it. Please, if you have any question, this is the time you can start raising your hand. Shortly, I'll be calling you to ask your question. I'd like to hear from at least few people. We are here to learn together, so don't hesitate to share your opinion or ask your question. All right, so just to repeat what I've said earlier on, let me share my screen. All right. So the training is going to be for so the program is for 3 months, or we can say 3.5 months. The first 4 weeks will be for practical training that will run twice a week, every Saturdays and Sunday. Every Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. UK time, and Sunday from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. UK time as well. So then after that, followed by you working on a live project, where you'll be working with a full Scrum team as well. So please, if you have any question, this is the time. You can raise your hand and you can drop your question on the chat as well. We'll be picking them up. But please raise your hand because I know you have that question, that you want to ask. Why not ask now? Don't delay that question. But while you're still thinking about, whether you want to talk to me, I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your lovely voice. So talk to me. While you're still thinking about that, let me call on another student, another ex-student of ours who has passed through the same training. He actually resides in Nigeria, just to share his experience as well with us. So without further ado, Olanrewaju, you can unmute yourself and take it away.
All right, good evening, Mr. I'm sure everyone can actually please can you confirm that.
Yes, we can.
All right, so my name is Olariwaju. I've actually been with Larry Pride for over 3 years now in terms of being a student and now taking some advices from them because I'm actually on the field already as a Scrum Master, so to say. So my experience with Larry Pride has actually been awesome because ever since I actually had a training with them, I was able to boost myself on the practical projects which I've actually been getting as a Scrum Master. And I've been able to secure at least two roles in my journey so far. I had one in Nigeria, and the second one, which I'm currently doing now, is in UK. And I'm actually doing that right from Nigeria, yes. So, I actually transitioned from political science. I actually studied political science education, and I was able to find myself in the tech space, knowing that, oh, it was actually a coding, but when I actually met with Mr. Akin, he actually told me many things that I don't need to know anything about coding, just my laptop, I can speak English, you have to be dedicated and consistent. Then I actually imbibed all of those features which he mentioned them. And within the journey, I was able to place my hand confidently on any project. Then after he actually revamped, he recommended a revamped company that actually revamped my CV and my LinkedIn as well, which I was able to secure roles. Then I had a couple of interviews and the like. So just to cut it short, now is actually a very nice way to start your journey in tech, which I'm very confident about. And I'm sure you definitely enjoy your journey at long run. And the success will actually come to you too. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Kim.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate. All right. I'm still waiting for people to raise their hand to ask questions. Please don't be shy. I can't see your face, so don't be shy. All right. Please ask your question. All right. There's a question on the chart. I'll start from the bottom and I'll make my way up. Yemi, I think this is for you. Oh, all right. What's the difference between a BA and a Scrum Master? And there's another question, but I don't think that is relevant to what we are doing at the moment. Please explain the payment process again. Oh, maybe you gave an example earlier on. All right. So Yemi, over to you. The difference between BA and Scrum Master. And someone said, another question said, please explain the payment process again.
Okay, the difference between BA and Scrum Master. Firstly, what you should know is in the Scrum guide, right, a business and analyst was not actually mentioned as part of the Scrum team. But however, organizations have decided that they want to have a role as a business analyst as part of the Scrum process. So in that environment, what they make a business analyst do is not dependent on what they've decided. But in general, if you're going to ask me, a business analyst role works with the business to analyze the business processes. Is it the number? It has asked the one question: is our business process aligning with the customer requirements? Is our market strategy enough to get enough of the market share. So the business analyst role focuses more on that. But in some organization, they make a business analyst do the role of a product owner, meaning writing user stories, doing requirement gathering from customer, putting documentations together, working with the product owner, doing all of those documentation. For a Scrum Master, you are not going to be doing any of their documentation. No, you don't do product documentation. You don't even do business requirement documentation. So you are going to be teaching the team how to use the Scrum framework to build software. Like during the sprint planning, if I say all of these things, we might not get those lingua yet, but you're going to plan. Let me just use layman English. You're going to plan for work to be done, the products that needs to be built. You're going to break them down into bits and start doing them in circle, in iteration, or in sprints, right? So, but for business analysts, it's totally different. I had to start with a concept to let you know that according to the Scrum Guide, the business analyst role not mentioned, but organization have decided to say, okay, business analyst is what you're going to be doing, but you're going to be analyzing market requests, market share, working with finance team, working with product team, doing documentation, making sure everything you're doing is in alignment with business requirement of the organization. By standardize what the business is supposed to be doing. Well, in some organization, they make you do some of the roles a product owner does. I hope that answers your question. Is there any other one for me? I think that's it.
Yeah, sorry, I was talking. I didn't know I was on mute. All right,
Oh, okay.
thanks for that, Yemi. 851 62 74. Although I would have preferred if you are using your real name. All right, can you unmute and ask your question?
Hi, sorry. My name is Yvonne, by the way. I'm also
Hello.
in the UK. Hiya. I wanted to find out, is there a difference between a Scrum Master and a project manager? Because from what I'm hearing, it seems to be a different thing. It's not the same. Am I wrong? Or...
Yemi, over to you.
Oh, yes, they are not the same. You know, normally a definition of a project is that it must have a starting date and an end date. Once a project has ended and it's supposed to end there. And that is why you hear people say products now instead of using the word project. Because products, it does not end, it's continuous. You can, just like you have an iPhone 1, if it's just a project, it will end with iPhone 1. No other iPhone will do any other thing again. So iPhone 1, iPhone 2, till now we're an iPhone 15 because that's it's seen as a product. So people are moving, well, let me say people have already moved, but a lot of people still have the mindset of project management, perceiving software development as as a project, but it's seen as product management just as software development. And a Scrum Master is not a project manager, right? But unfortunately, in real life, just as I always tell people, you find yourself in an organization that thinks a Scrum Master is a project manager in terms of doing scoping, budgeting, costing, resource management, in fact, doing stakeholder management, right? But normally by standard, that is not the job of a Scrum Master. But being aware is fine. So Scrum Master, you are actually teaching the framework, which I will be teaching for those that are going to join the course in terms of the Scrums, they call Scrum ceremony, sprint planning, the daily Scrum, the sprint review, sprint retrospective, understanding the iteration, what you need to do, how you need to do it. Then the product owner who is also part of the Scrum team, can now take all this information as a point of contact to other stakeholders, right? And you can have product manager as well. So if there's a product manager, and also a product owner. If anyone asks, a product owner works more closely with the development team. A product manager works more closely with the higher executive, like more internal stakeholders, doing more of putting the vision together, doing more of strategic, building the roadmap because then they realized that it was really stressful just to have a product manager do all of these things. You're doing the budget, you're doing this, and you're still coming to development team here and there. Then that is why the Scrum framework came in. Let's have a Scrum team that they will be able to focus on what they are building in terms of the product owner, the Scrum master, and the development team. I hope that gives context to your question. 8516
851. Yeah.
74.
Yes, thank you very much. That was quite helpful. Also, I just wanted to add, so with the course, is there like an exam, like an international exam body that you need to write if you want to go ahead with it?
Think that you said, is there an international body?
Exam, like a certification you have to before you can start working as a Scrum Master.
Well, to be honest, all this while I've been working as a Scrum Master, um, they don't specifically say bring your Scrum certificate. They just say, send us your certificate, like really. And I know some people that they even use some of the certificate they got from a training that they had and submitted, and they are good. So far, you can show them that you know what you can do or you understand what it is that everything entails. But yeah, you can decide to, get certified with Scrum, study or scrum.org. As far as I'm concerned, for those that I know working globally, it's actually not more like a need that you must have that certificate from that organization to actually get that job. So let's say you know what you're doing. Let's say I interview you and you're good with the interview, and I have told the HR that this person is good, that he has passed. HR won't actually really care that wherever your certificate you want to present is actually coming from. Do you get what I mean? So if your certificate is coming from, let's say, we learn with pride, and you've passed the interview, and we said you're capable, you're good, then you are good, and that is it. I have not seen anywhere except, I don't know, I've not heard. There's a possibility that they are, so that I won't have to say something wrong. But I've not actually seen where they say, oh, they told me that it's a must, I must bring my certificate from a particular body to actually show that uh, I can do these things. Even my elder brother got certified. Let me say became. I am the Scrum Master. He is not a Scrum Master. He got certified as a Scrum Master before I did. And I know he has no idea if I ask him a question now, but he only got the certificate as a way of just a show off on his Scrum Master. And it took him, what, just 2 days. But if I meet him now and I say, so what happens at this place? He said, I don't know, I can't remember. How am I supposed to know? At least I have a certificate. So a lot of people have made that mistake. They've gone to get a certificate, maybe 2 days training, and they just go into interview. So sometimes when I interview those set of people, I just know. Then we don't. The interview will just not last more than 10 minutes, and we just say, you know what, I'll wait. I'll get back to you. Because once I ask you one or two things, there are some things I'm expecting to say. So I always use that opportunity to guide those that I get to train on the type of question you'll be asked on interviews, what you're supposed to expect in real life, the different scenarios and experience, or like someone who is just a trainer but not an experienced Scrum Master or a product owner or does not even work with a development team, and they just train you. There's always a difference. You will always know. All right. Sorry, I think I've said too much on that.
No, thanks for that, Yemi. Yemi Omitola, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yeah, thank you very much. It has been very insightful, especially for those of us who want to transit into that space. Yes, I actually want to find out if Scrum Master training or product owner training could actually help you aid your transition into product management role. Actually, I'm coming from brand management, and I look forward to really explore product management. So I don't know, I get confused. Do I go for product management training proper, or do I do Scrum, or do I go for product owner? So I just need, clarification that enable me to make a wise decision. Thank you.
Yemi, over to you, please. Sorry.
Um, yeah, it will require to do some extra research. I remember at one point I myself I was confused because I enjoyed designs, graphic design, and I thought, oh, I love graphic design. Maybe I should be a UI UX person. Those are the role for those that do the design, product designing and everything. Then later on, I realized that my love for people development and leadership is more than the design. Then later I realized that I enjoy even building products, right? I like to see a product, speak with customer, what they want, get. But after weighing those three, design, building the product, and working with the people that will build the product, I realized that what I actually want lies with those that are building the product, that's the people development and leadership. So all you have to do to help you is figure out where your power and passion lies at the point of where you want to transition. Do I actually see a lot of love in building a product? If you want to build a product, right, you can also be a product owner and also be a product manager. So those roles are interwoven at one point. But if you realize that you would love um to be at the angle of, okay, you guys, you want to build a product, how do you plan to build it? What what framework do you want to use? What problems is it holding you back? Then you know that you want to become a Scrum Master. And the good thing is, if you're training from a good organization, it is very important that even you're going for product management or whatever, they must, very important, give you a feel of what Agile is about, regardless of the framework. And Scrum happens to be the most popular. So that is what I tell people on how to make a choice or choose the angle that you would like to go in terms of, well, this is a career development, career development conversation or choosing your career. So figure out where your strength lies. And the beautiful thing about working in an agile environment is regardless of where you're coming from or the knowledge or experience you've gathered, they will always come in handy. So if you say you're into brand before, it will always come handy eventually. So figure out what you actually want. Do you enjoy, people development and leadership? Do you enjoy being a change agent? Do you enjoy reviewing, redefining process? Or do you really want to be actually speaking with the customer to gather the requirements and to, necessary to build the product? Then that will help you to make that decision. Hope that
Thanks,
makes
Jem.
sense.
Yemi
Yeah,
Omitola, has that answered your question?
yeah, it's okay. I just can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can.
Okay, fine. It's clear. But do you offer product management training proper? Learn with,
Yes,
right?
yes, we do. It's actually starting on
Oh,
the 15th of this month.
okay, okay. I think I might actually call you in regard to that. Maybe before this week runs out.
No problem. Just contact me on the number on your screen on WhatsApp.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
All right. Thanks, Yemi.
Thank you very much.
You're
Yeah,
welcome. All right.
yeah.
Abu Usman, please unmute and ask your question.
Yeah, good evening all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good
my name
evening.
is Abu Usman. I have two questions. Um, First, the training is commencing on the 20th of January. Do
Yes.
we have, can we make assuming we are leverage on that £350 before the commencement, can we do that before on the 20th?
Yes, you can. But
Okay,
remember, the thing
yeah,
is, I said we have 11 slots at the beginning of this conversation. Now we have 10. So it depends on if the slot is still available. But just contact me
uh,
on the number on your screen. But yes, you can, as long as we
okay,
still have an opening.
okay then. So, and secondly, this is just January, and we understand what I mean by that. You
Mhm.
understand? And secondly, the Scrum Master and the product owner, how do you reconcile that? Like, to my understand, what is the difference between product owner and product manager? Do you have any difference or are there similarities?
Yemi, please.
Oh, I'm even unmuted. Okay, hi, Yemi. So a product manager, like I mentioned earlier, to
Product
give
man.
us, you said a difference with a product owner and a product manager, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
is there any different?
Yes, of course there is.
Okay.
Firstly, see it as like a ladder. Now I'm speaking about in a standard organization. Let me start with that. In a
Okay.
standard organization, it's big. There's the reason why the Scrum Master Scrum team came to life is because they want to have a team that will not be distracted, that will be dedicated to building software.
Yeah.
And because the product manager will be speaking with external stakeholders, internal stakeholders, speaking with executive, building roadmap,
Come again. Who speak with the external stakeholder?
product manager. I'm talking about a standard organization now. Because the
Okay, okay.
product manager will want to be speaking with external stakeholders, internal stakeholders, doing strategic meeting, building roadmap, doing need analysis, working with business analysis, doing documentation. It might become too stressful for the product manager to not even be the one working closely with the development team. So because they want to make it agile, flexible, adaptable, then the
Mm-hmm.
product owner came into play. Let the product owner now be like a point of contact. I don't know if, let me see if I can share my screen again just quickly.
all right.
But
So
don't worry, I
invariably,
don't know.
uh, if I
But
may,
I think,
if I may get you
go on,
clearly, if I may get you clear, that means product owner
yeah,
is like a team member of the Scrum or the Agile team.
fantastic. If you see now, the product owner is now in between. It's part of the Scrum team and also part of the customer internal stakeholders. So you see this blue box that this product owner is holding is the requirements that he has gotten, and he's going to take it to the development team for them to build. Now you see this, well, I have color blindness. I don't know which color this development team they are holding, but
Yeah, look like
that is to
green.
say, that is to say the finished work that they've been able to build based on this blue box from the product owner. And this Scrum Master is like a coach, a referee. Can you see the whistle?
Yeah.
Guiding, coordinating, making sure everything is going smoothly according to the Scrum framework that is happening. Then he will take this back again to internal stakeholders. And those internal stakeholders can now be the senior vice president of products, the product manager, the CEO, the customer, everybody. So let's go to a small organization. Small organization can decide to just have a product manager who is going to be speaking with customer and speaking with development team because they feel like it might be a waste of money having a product manager and a product owner. Okay. In some organization that is small, they might just say we have one product owner, we don't have a product manager. So the product owner will be the one doing the requirement gathering, doing prioritization, which is going to be everything we're going to discuss during the course. That is the real life for you. For someone that's just going to train you, we just train you and say this is what it is, this is what is happening. But you can find yourself in an environment where they don't even have a product manager. So you must have a sense of what a product manager does. That will talk about product documentation, product prioritization, doing business requirement document, product requirement documents, and what you need to do in terms of writing user story and managing product backlog. Okay.
All right. And secondly, if I may ask, you said the training is 3 months, right? Do we need certification before you can secure a job, or do you provide certification as well?
All
One, you
right.
don't need the certificate to get a job. And yes, you get a certificate. That's where I can want to speak about.
Yeah, thanks, Jamie. Yeah, so you get two certificates at the end of the program. The first one is coming from the CPD standards. They are
Okay.
an accreditation body, and that certificate is recognized in over 60 countries.
Okay.
And also, you'll be getting our own certificate as well. So you'll be getting two different certificates
Okay.
at the end of the program.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is CV revamp. Is it part of the payment?
All right. So at the moment, part of the benefits of Learn with Pride, it's not included, but we partner with one of the best in the industry as well, and we add a special arrangement with them to give our students 70% discount on CV, LinkedIn, and cover letter.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, that's for me. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Abud. Thanks. All right, let me go to the chart quickly. Let me start from the bottom. When is the next training session if one cannot meet with the upcoming? So that will be, the next one will be, so this one is starting on the 20th. So the next one will be March, maybe early March for the next one. Right. Kolakpo, what is the training time again, please? Saturday 9 a.m. to, no, so the training runs every Saturdays and Sunday for 4 weeks. So Saturday 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and Sunday 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Yeah, that's to Kolakpo if you are still online. All right, Ty, does CV Revamp come with the one-off payment or it's a separate package? No, it's separate. That is the only one that is separate. And with the special arrangement that we do have, you only pay a little for CV, LinkedIn, and cover letter because you'll be getting 70% discount because of that special arrangement. That is to Ty. So Ty, okay, I think after the 70%, I think the price to pay will be around £60, if I'm right, after the discount for all the three. The account details is on your screen right now. This is to Ty. So the account details is on your screen right now, Ty. You're welcome. Also, all right, let me move up. And second question, Ali, okay, how do you help with references apart from the 2 months spent? Adekunle, I don't know whether you're still online. Adekunle Adewumi, how do you help with references apart from the 2 months spent on project, as most Scrum Master product owner role will require 2 to 5 years experience on the job for which references will be required? Well understood, yes. So number one, because you'll be working on our project. Number two, because most of the time student tends to come back to act as a mentor for other students. So with Learn with Pride alone, you'll be getting between 6 to 12 months work experience. But for other ones, if you want me to shed more light into how to go about other bits and pieces, Adekunle Adewumi, if you can message me on the WhatsApp, then I'll be able to explain better to you how to go about it. But there is no problem without a solution. That is what I want you to know. That is to Adekunle, and the two others, and to the two others, that's Fidos and Ali as well. So Ali, I believe I've answered that question. So if you want to know more, or if you want me to talk more on how that can be achieved, you can message me on the WhatsApp number, and I'll be more than happy to tell you how that can be achieved as well. Ali, hello, I'm an international student here, done master here in project management and graduation in IT from home country. But here in UK, I didn't get a job. What should I need to do because I don't have experience? All right, I just said it now. If you embark on any of our journey, surely you'll be having experience. But for other ones, please try to contact me on the WhatsApp number, and I'll try my possible best to explain better to you regarding that. That is to Ali. Abu Uzma, can we pay 350 before the 20th, before the start date? Yes, you can. If we still have the slots remaining, yes, you can. Can we pay? Okay. Yemi Mitola, I want to ask. Okay, I think you have asked this question, Yemi. All right, that's good. When is the commencement of the training? So the training will be starting on the 28th of January. That will be on a Saturday. All right, I think we've covered everything on the, yeah, we've covered every questions on the, how much does it take to join the session? Sorry, I joined late. Lan, I don't know whether you're still online. Kelvin, it's only if you are paying once, Lan, Kelvin, it's 350. But if you are paying twice, it's 470. That is to learn. And also you can message me as well on Learn Reward You. All right, so for any further question that you may have for enrollment, for anything that you remember later on, please don't hesitate to message me on the WhatsApp number. Okay, thanks. I'm sending you a message. Please, do we get job support after securing a role? Yeah, Abu Usman. Remember I made mention of a community. What we are building is a community. So we have a group, that you can leverage on for that. The group consists of those that are already working, the current student, those who still searching. So it's a good because you need those network, So even if you're facilitator, if you are stuck at work and you need the support, you can leverage on that group that we do have for you to get the support, because you see people that are already working as a Scrum Master on that group and that can help you out. That is to Abu Usman. I hope I've been able to answer that question. Again, the training will be starting on the 28th of January. It will be a 3.5-month journey. It will be the best money, best investment that you can ever, what's the word now? Best investment for the year 2024. You cannot regret it. You cannot go wrong with the amount that you are paying and how much knowledge you are getting back. You can never go wrong. You can, take my word on that, So, hopefully I'm going to, what is the amount in Naira? So if you are paying once in Naira, that is 400,000. If you are paying twice, that would be 530,000. So if you are paying once, 400,000. If you are paying twice, 530,000 in Naira. That is to, I cannot say that name. Please pardon me. Efata. I hope I'm right. Again, you can message me. Yes, all right. You can send me a message and we can talk better on that as well. So hopefully I'm going to see some of you on the journey. Remember, if you have any question that you want to ask me, save this number, take a screenshot, and we can have a conversation afterwards. Hopefully I'm going to see some of you on the journey when the training starts and we can rewrite the story together. This is the new year, a new beginning. We can start on a new note, on a new slate. You can get that 20 you can earn that 60,000, you can earn that 40,000, you can earn that 300 pounds a day job, you can earn 400 pounds a day. The only thing is when you start earning it, don't forget learn with pride. So that being said, thank you everyone for your time. The recording will be made available on the WhatsApp group and also on our YouTube channel at Learn with Pride. Till we see you on the training, we'll say thank you very much. Stay safe out there and have a good night rest. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye.